Welcome to Audiences 201. You might remember in Unify 101 that to use Unify in 3 steps, you need to first create your audience, your sequence or your messaging to them, and then put it all together in a play. In Unify 101, we created some basic audiences of companies and people like visitors to our pricing page. In this video, you're going to go from beginner to intermediate in terms of audience creation in Unify, and we're going to use sales-specific examples, mainly lots of creative ideas for how to automate outbounding your territory. First, navigate to the Audiences tab on the left-hand side and click Create New Audience, Create New. The first category of audience creation I want to walk you through are CRM-specific plays. This is using our CRM fields to filter audiences to run plays. Under companies, one of the first plays you might want to run is a closed lost reengage. To do this, you'll want to open the Add Condition tab here. This opens up all the different fields you can action on. Here, Unify Company Fields and Opportunity Fields is whatever you've integrated as your default CRM. You can have secondary or tertiary CRMs in here as well, which is why we also see HubSpot and Salesforce. Let's go ahead and go to Unify Opportunity Fields and say opportunity type is equal to closed lost. So that's one way that you could set up this definition, but make sure it maps to however closed lost is reflected in your CRM. A second way you can filter based on CRM fields is by contact owner. You can say where the contact owner or AE owner is equal to you. Last but not least, it's a safe bet to say that anything that's in your Salesforce account lead or contact fields or your HubSpot account lead or contact fields is available for you to action on in Unify. Sometimes going into this field and just scrolling down and seeing what's available can be a helpful way to get play ideas. For example, leads in a certain city allow you to run a play to invite those leads to an event in that city, or maybe if you're traveling to that city for work and you want to ping others that are in your territory that you haven't met with yet, just saying, hey, I'm going to be in New York for work next week, would love to treat you to coffee. This is a way you can use this field to run that outbound play. Another idea for a play you could run is an industry-specific play. So let's say your marketing team is hosting a webinar that's focused on a specific industry. You could reach out to prospects in your territory in that industry and send them an email introducing yourself as their account manager and inviting them to the webinar. Lots and lots of opportunities here to automate based on CRM fields. Another category of audience that's super interesting for sales is champion tracking. These are people that you've sold to in the past that have changed jobs. Similarly is new hire tracking. These are new hires that have just started a job at a company. So you could filter on new hires that just started a job 3 months ago that match your persona, head of growth, for example. Similarly, you could turn on champion tracking and then add your persona on top of that and reach out to these folks as well. Now that we've covered CRM plays, champion and new hire tracking plays, the last play I want to show you is LinkedIn. The LinkedIn signals are actually located in the plays builder. Go ahead and click a new play and first set your trigger to be LinkedIn. Some of the plays you can run here are people that follow your company on LinkedIn, people that follow your LinkedIn profile, views of your LinkedIn profile, post likes of any post, and post comments of any post. Lots of creative opportunities here, but for example, one play we can run is people that have viewed a profile. This is just my CEO. We can enrich their email. We can enrich their phone numbers. Done. And then we can layer on having people that viewed this profile also be part of a persona. For example, we can connect an AI agent that qualifies the persona of that person. Post likes and post comments is really cool because here you can put a profile that's maybe an industry leader in your space. Maybe you've noticed that every time someone likes or comments on their posts, they're the right kind of ICP for you. So you can put their profile here and this can track whenever they post and extract the likes and commenters, and then you can outbound them in your sequence. All right, and that about wraps it up for intermediate to advanced audiences that you can create to run your outbound plays. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.